Okay, so for Friday, what I'm going to have you do is actually rip apart a face picture, going through some of the tools that I showed you or had you look up with videos on the other day. So I'm going to walk you through the full process. Um, if you feel that you can do this on your own, you can easily just close out this video and then look at the example. You don't have to be exactly like the example, but I do want you to kind of, again, practice using these tools. So first thing I want you to do is actually go to New Project, go to where it says Print, scroll down where it says Letter, make sure it says 300, hit Create. You'll see that you'll get a new white document. And then I already downloaded it from VAT Learning. There's that picture of the guy's face. So I will then go to Open. I will find the face. I will open it up. Okay, then I am going to select it all, copy it, paste it into the new document, and then I'm going to go Edit Free Transform. I am going to hold the Shift key so it keeps the image constraints. You don't have to make it the full size. It's up to you how big you want to make it. And then remember, you got to hit Enter so it starts it and puts it in place. So next, what I would like you to do is select the rectangular marquee tool, drag it over half of the face. Which half you want to do is up to you, but just keep track of it. Once you've done that, go to the Move tool, drag it to the side so you have at least a separation amongst the two faces, and then hit Enter. So make sure it locks it. Then I would like you to go to Select and deselect it. So if you do look in your layers, you will see it is kind of, again, split. If you want to center it, you can always move it around to center it. You don't have to, it's up to you. Next thing, what I would like you to do is on the one side of the face, you can decide right or left. Select part of it. Go to Image, Adjustments, and turn half of it black and white. Then deselect it. Okay, then next, I would like you to go to the lasso tool. In the lasso tool, select a lasso that you like. If you do take magnetic, you do want to actually go in and go Control plus to zoom in. So it's a little easier to grab a hold of it. And then I would like you to click on one of the eyes. And again, choose whichever lasso you like. This magnetic is similar but not the same as Photoshop's. It's a little bit trickier to kind of get used to, but you may have to click it a few more times to kind of remind it what it's grabbing for. Then once you've done that, you made that selection, delete out one of the eyes, deselect, so it's no longer selected. And then I'm going to go Control minus to back it out. Next, I would like you to select the other half of the face. This time go Image, Adjustment. This time I want you to play with hue and saturation. So I want you to give him a different color. So once you've popped up the menu, slide it over so you can see it. What color you choose is up to you. So you can, again, scroll up or down. So if you want to make him blue, if you want to make him purple, it's up to you. Just don't put him back to the original. So for this one, I'm going to make him green. Saturation level, you can up it if you want it. Just don't get it up too high where it almost blurs out his face. So once you've done that, hit OK. And again, this is so that I get a chance to see that you're reinforcing the tools that were covered before, so I see that you actually kind of remember how to use them. Okay, then I'm going to deselect that. Next thing I'm going to do, I am going to go in and get the magic wand tool. For this one, it does help if you go up to the tolerance level and increase the tolerance a little bit. I put mine kind of about 70. It's up to you. Once you've done that, then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on the part of the scalp. If you notice, by upping the tolerance level, it makes it kind of grab a little bit more area. Once I've done that, I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Copy. And then I'm going to go Edit, Paste. Remember, like with Photoshop, you got to watch your layers. So if you look over here, I now have layer 2. So now if I come to the Move tool, I have a layer of just his scalp. So I can drag it down. And then I want you to free transform this into some type of facial hair. So that means you can go Edit, Free Transform. You can drag it down. And kind of adjust it. So if you want to make it look like a mustache, you can make it look like a mustache. If you want to make it look more like a beard, you may need to go to Edit, go down to Transform. You may need to like flip it either vertically or horizontally. So if you want to make it look more like, goatee, or if you want to stretch it to a beard, you can do it there. Just remember, when you are done, hit Enter, so it actually locks it in place. But remember now, I am on layer 2, so if I want to do anything, it's only going to affect this layer with the little piece of facial hair now. Okay. So next thing, what I want you to do is go back to layer 1. In layer 1, I want you to try out the polygon lasso tool. I am going to click on the side of the face that's black and white. Then I want you to make a selection. I am kind of doing like a weird kind of 80s rock star makeup job. Double click. So now I have this side of the face selected. This time I want you to go to Image, Adjustment, go into where it says Color Balance. Remember, Color Balance puts colors with the actual what's there. So right now, since it's black and white, if I would add some red, remember, if you go up the slider, it's going to add. If you go down, it's going to take away the color. So right now, this one is black and white. So if I go up the area, then it kind of adds more in. If I need to make it more, I'm going to have to come in here and take the other two down. If I want to make it purple, this adds some of the blue into the red. But if I want nothing there, I got to make sure they're both pulled completely back. So I'm going to add in some color balance. I'm going to hit OK. So now I've done mainly all the stuff that I want you to kind of test out. So again, it was meant to have you test out the selection tools and the image adjustments that I talked about before. So now what I'm going to have you do is save this. So to save this, if you go to File, if I would go to Save As, PSD, this one is saving as a PhotoP document. So what that's going to mean is it's actually going to be like Photoshop. It is going to keep the layers. So if you want to save it like that, you can. Since this is kind of, again, just like a test. So if you're done working on it, you're going to go to Export, go to JPEG. So this is going to compress it. It's going to mean it's just going to be one picture that I can upload into my Google presentation. So I'm going to say export it as a JPEG. So again, I'm going to export as in File as a JPEG. This little menu is going to pop up. I'm going to hit Save. Depending on how you have your Google set up, I get my little download manager set up. So it lets me know there is an image in the folder. If I want to see it in the folder, I can go to Show in the folder. It'll pop up. It'll show me my folder. I am going to kind of slide this over so you can kind of see this. So it is right there under New Project. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go open up the e-learning folder for VAT. So in there, I have an little example folder. Tell my name. You would actually go to yours and find your portfolio. So I'm going to open up my portfolio that I'm kind of doing as example. I've already gone through kind of where you left off. So ideally, again, I've changed the theme, put my name in, added some stuff to it. I went through and got rid of a bunch of the other slides that were more kind of filler. I did keep the example slides. So just so I can kind of keep track. So what we did today was what's called the final completion project. So that would be one of these. So what I'm going to do is go in here. I'm going to go edit. Going to go copy. So I've, again, highlighted it. So I'm making a copy of it. Just so you can see it, I'm going to downsize my screen a little bit. So then I want to make and go paste. So I'm going to make a duplicate. Delete out this slide. Go into edit. Sorry, insert image from the computer. There's my project. I'm going to open it up. It places it in there. So there's my image. Then the title of this, I'm going to call it Peapod Exploration, Photopea Exploration, sorry. Then I am deleting out the text. And then for this one, basically showed that I could use the tools covered in videos. You can change it up here if you want to. So you can call it completed. Hope so I spell it right. Photopea Exploration. So again, I've uploaded it so that way I can kind of check to see if you're kind of working at the pace I want to. Again, this one is going to be a review. It's going to be very similar to what you've done in Photoshop, so it should go fairly smoothly and easily. And then once you are done, you can just close this out, and then you would be done for the day for Friday. So if you do have questions, again, email me. I will gladly help you.